Months before President-elect Donald Trump takes office with plans to carry out mass deportations.
Today, LA city leaders took action, passing an ordinance to formally make Los Angeles a sanctuary city.
Now, this move sets the stage for a possible immigration standoff with the incoming Trump administration.
Legislation prohibits city resources like the police department from helping with the federal enforcement of immigration laws. The vote comes 2 weeks after Donald Trump was elected to a second term as president. He's already promised mass deportation.
What do we want?
Which is why activists rallied outside LA City Hall Tuesday.
The deportation agenda that Trump's administration has been talking about is extremely violent. This ordinance is really about protecting my community.
Immigration attorney says a sanctuary city ordinance for LA would have this effect.
The federal government can still come in and attempt to enforce its deportation proceedings or deportation orders, but it's going to be much more difficult if they don't have city compliance or city monies enforcing those orders.
Today, the LAUSD board is moving forward with new policies to protect students from immigration enforcement planned by the second Trump administration. In the last hour, the LAUSD board approved 4 emergency resolutions sponsored by President Jackie Goldberg. It reaffirms the school system is a sanctuary for immigrants. Public schools are required under federal law to enroll any student within their jurisdiction.
Public schools are required under federal law to enroll any student within their jurisdiction.
In California, school officials are not allowed to ask about their immigration status. However, President-elect Trump has promised mass deportations. Goldberg says the district is ready to fight.
I think that we know what's coming. They've said that what's coming. And we want to tell our students and their families and all of our personnel that you are welcome here and that we will do everything in our power to protect your right to go to school or to work in this district.
I'm sure there's millions of people around the world that would love to come to LA, right? But we can't handle it. There has to be some kind of limit established.
The ordinance officially prohibits any city resources or personnel from being used to help federal enforcement of immigration laws. A number of city council members talking about why.
What is up, guys? Tyson Dela Cruz here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. It is Thursday, November 20th. Shout out to everybody in the live chat. If you're catching this on the replay, type in replay in the comment section down below. Come on in, come on in. Shout out to everybody that's catching this on the live. Can you believe this? Can you believe this? California was already a sanctuary state, but LA is like, oh, we got to become a sanctuary city. Shout out to Gavin Newsom. What a gabaggio person he is. We're going to jump into some of that stuff. Gavin Newsom also recently did a stint on Skid Row. We remember when he cleaned up California because people were coming in. And then we're going to talk about him purchasing a new house. How did he buy a new house? This guy is a POS, straight up. POS. Come on in, come on in. Shout out to everybody. Oh, it's Wednesday. It's not, is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday. I thought it was Thursday. I was excited for trash day tomorrow because I got some trash that I got to put out on the curb. Anyways, it is Wednesday, my correction, November 20th, 2024. Thank you so much, Bright Star, for that. I appreciate that. Robert says, I wish it was Thursday. Well, happy hump day, everybody. Happy hump day. I'm testing out some new times for lives. You know, I like the morning time, but the afternoon time seems to be doing well too. But anyways, let's jump into this. Yeah, trash day was 2020. We took out the trash. A couple weeks ago when you know, we won the election, right? When Donald Trump won the election. So anyways, I was diving into this HHAP money in California, but I wanted to share this really quick. So in San Francisco, they received $38 million in handouts, right? Including crack pipes, needles. It's crazy to me. This is...
You got pipes, bubbles, everything. No, I don't want one. I'm all right.
They're handing out crack pipes and needles and OD kits in San Francisco. I heard this is going on in Portland too. I actually spoke to a lady at the gym the other day. She moved out of Portland because of situations like this. It's disgusting. They're handing out crack pipes and needles. So California spent around $24 billion on the homeless crisis, right? And they have nothing to show for it. Absolutely nothing. California, I don't know if you guys remember this movie. It was called Escape from LA. It was with Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell was in the movie, and LA has an earthquake. It falls off. It becomes basically what it is now. So Hollywood predicted this, but look at this. They spent this money and they have absolutely zero, nada, nothing to show for this.
It's such a big issue that, according to the Legislative Analyst's Office, the state invested $24 billion over the last 5 years to curb the problem. But this just released report from the California auditor found the state lacks the proper information to determine the ongoing costs and results of its homelessness programs because the California Interagency Council, or ICH, in charge of overseeing the implementation of Housing First policies, has, quote, not consistently tracked and evaluated the state's efforts to prevent and end homelessness.
And that's disappointing.
I would say it was very troubling.
That was the reaction from Republican Assemblymember Josh Hoover and Democratic Senator Dave Cortese. They were the bipartisan lawmakers who originally requested the audit to take place. The audit found the ICH Council did track homelessness spending between 2018 and 2021, but not since then. Above that, it showed despite the billions of dollars spent to combat the issue, the number of people experiencing homelessness increased by more than 50%.
This is crazy to me. They have zero to show for it. Robert said, where were these people when I was a junkie? In my day, you had to keep that on the low. Yeah, now I guess in California you can keep it out in the open. They're doing it out here in Nevada, in Las Vegas too. I know this because I have worked with this nonprofit association. It is called Shine of Light, where they go in the tunnels in Las Vegas. There's massive organizations and cities in the tunnels of Las Vegas that say that do this same thing, that give out OD kits, pipes, and all this other stuff. Robert says in the Oprah voice, "You get a crack pipe. You get a crack pipe." Everybody gets a crack pipe. This is crazy to me. Yes, uncertified veteran says yes. Escape from New York as well. I watched that last week. I was actually thinking about watching that Escape from LA again because it is a good movie. And shout out to you, Robert. By the way, Gina says shout out to you. And then I'm giving you a shout out too because getting off that is a huge accomplishment. So kudos to you. Federal government has bailed out California numerous times. Where's all the taxpayer money? Exactly. Taxpayer money is going to things like this. It is crazy to me. This was back in June 19. They spent $165 million in Los Angeles for 275 rooms for illegals, as well as homeless individuals.
The city celebrated the grand opening of a luxury high-rise building that will serve as a homeless shelter. Each unit, just a mere $600,000. The entire building, just $165 million. The best part, it was all funded by LA taxpayers. Fox News correspondent Christina Coleman with more. Christina.
Hi, Jesse. Today was the grand opening of a high-rise building in downtown LA that will offer subsidized housing to some of the people living homeless on Skid Row. The 19-story, 278-unit permanent support housing project is the largest of its kind here in Los Angeles. It includes 40 units reserved for homeless veterans. The total bill for the complex is $165 million. That breaks down to about $600,000 per unit.
$600,000 a unit. They're doing this. We saw it in Chicago. We see it in New York, all these sanctuary cities. And now LA, LA's doing it too. LA's been doing it. It's gross, man. It is absolutely gross. Governor Newsom decided to walk on Skid Row. And some hecklers actually caught Gavin Newsom in his expensive attire, drinking a coffee. And this is what you get. Why would you walk down Skid Row if you're not helping people, bro?
Hey, Governor, there's a sweep going on straight ahead on town if you want to witness what it's like for people living down here every day. You ever seen a Los Angeles sweep in action, Governor Newsom? You should go check it out. See how the police violate people every day while they're bankrupting the city. How are you guys prioritizing shelter beds over housing?
You should have heard the press conference, just the opposite.
We weren't invited, believe it or not.
We weren't invited. It's about us.
Now, for some reason, I know you was going to come to Skid Row, but now you need to see afterwards. You see how dirty these streets is? The streets ain't being clean. There ain't no trash cans. See the red trash cans? The red trash cans belong to the business people. They don't belong to the city. The city just brings out one trash can. They got one trash can.
Governor, do you speak Spanish well? I think you do, right? No? There's a woman back there that was talking about her kids getting taken while she's living in a tent. It's happening every day.
Always been a housing first framework.
Yeah, but what counts as housing?
Focus away from interim. We have a higher level.
Exactly. What counts as housing, Governor Newsom? Tents? And then the police sweeps come by. They knock everything down.
Interim housing, that was reinforced. Our safe is not working.
So interim housing isn't being prioritized with the new HAP funding?
The HAP money, the prioritization continues to be a framework, not housing. Services, shelter, solve sleep, housing, and supportive services.
I know, but like
homelessness.
Yeah.
Interim housing has a role. Rapid rehousing is important. I'm not opposed to shelters, but those are decisions for your local government.
What a piece of... Look at this guy right here. He's like, yo, we need some help, man. You ain't helping us.
Do you have a site or social, or are you doing this for yourself?
We're from Los Angeles Community Action Network.
Okay.
Just always wary when more money is coming for homelessness and housing and not being able to concretely define what housing is, because we see, Mayor Bass's so-called success on Inside Safe.
What part of California are you from, Donnie?
Where 1/3 of the people that have gone into these hotels have already been either exited or dead.
No, I get it.
And they're not going to permanent
housing. This
housing.
round has a whole bunch of accountability and transparency where they're going to have to list everything they're doing, and there's monthly reports that are now required.
Yeah, but I mean the definition of like what is housing, you know what I mean? I'm not saying people.
Well, you'll be able to see what they think it is, and then you can react to that.
And how much? It's $370 for LA?
Yeah.
For the county or for?
Well, it's $837 in this round, but yeah, around $370 for LA City and County.
Okay.
That's round 5. We got round 6 coming later. That's about $1 billion.
Ozzy Greg, shout out to the profile pic, by the way. Newsom is a common man. Oh, man. I can't believe he would walk down Skid Row like this and just kind of, it's almost, it's almost like a spit in the face to those folks.
Respect it, though. If you really want to know the truth about the criminalization, you will stop right here. This is the Los Angeles Community Action Network. Right? Place you need to come and holler at. This is where I work at. Where you work, right? This is where I work at, right? Why come they didn't invite us to the meeting? Then we'll let you know, man. They don't want to know the truth and what's going on.
They just want to know what's going on. And now to top it all off, Los Angeles declared itself an immigration sanctuary city. Can you believe this? City Council passed a sanctuary city ordinance along with safe schools as a safe haven for illegal migrants. This is what happened today, right? Now LA is become the sanctuary city for all illegal migrants, right? They're fighting against this mass deportation that's coming along. It's gross. Jenny says, California was great back in the day when the state was red. Then the destructive Dems took over. And here we are. I don't even visit California anymore. I used to love visiting California. Venice, San Diego. My dad is up in Tracy, California. So that's about 45 minutes outside of Oakland. I went to go visit him last year, and I rented a car. I flew into Oakland, obviously because it's a cheaper flight into Oakland. And you just fly over and you see all these tents and everything. And then when I rented the car, I just had a carry-on, a backpack, because I was only there for like 3 or 4 days. And as I was leaving the rental car place, the lady was like, hey, just heads up, don't leave your backpack in the car. Don't leave your backpack in the car. And it's like, for the rental car place to say that, you know that it's bad. They're shutting down. They're shutting down In-N-Outs. They're shutting down Walmarts. I believe they're shutting down Walmarts. I know that they're shutting down In-N-Outs. They're shutting down other fast food restaurants and things like that. But California is becoming an absolute crap hole. Absolute crap hole. Silicon Valley gets millions to prevent homelessness and to clear encampments. So this is this right here, this HAAP, this HAP program, they got 28 million, which they can't account for. Okay. Gavin Newsom announced the last round of funding last week. This article was posted. When was this article posted? This article was posted on November 28th. And if you guys remember, a couple weeks ago, he was asking for more money, but the last round of funding totaled $827 million across 100 communities for the homeless housing assistance and prevention program. And they have zero to show for it. This money comes from from taxpayer money, And people are still living in the streets, man. And now you want to fight the mass deportation of these illegal migrants. Los Angeles region gets $380 million in the state to combat homelessness. And they have zero to show for it.
More money is on the way to help combat homelessness.
Governor Newsom announced the money yesterday during a news conference in downtown LA. $827 million will be distributed statewide. $380 million of that will come to the LA area. The funding will be used to build new shelters and housing and provide services to the homeless.
This is a crisis, and it requires a crisis mindset. We can't conduct business as usual. People are dying on our watch.
Then do something, bro. K-Drama 2023 says, I wonder where it is. Where did all the money go? They could have used that money to build rooms for homeless. Democrats don't want to do crap. So who's got the money? You know who got the money? Presumably, I think it's being filtered and laundered, presumably, because Gavin Newsom just bought a $9 million house on a $200,000 salary. How'd you do that? Gina says, yeah, this is BS. It'd be amazing if we could tariff. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I don't know if I'm going to run an hour, but I'll probably run at least, 30, 40 minutes. But gruesome caused all this. Into the Sunset says they are laundering money, and I agree with that. So this is an article that I pulled up because I went down this rabbit hole regarding this homeless housing act prevention program. So Gavin Newsom, how did Gavin Newsom buy a $9.1 million home on a public servant salary? His new mansion, which he was smart this time, he placed it in a separate LLC because before he did not. This is a 5,600 square foot home. He's paying 7% above asking price. And his home costs $9 million. The governor earns $203,000 a year and receives $95K in quote unquote benefits, whatever that means. But in order to qualify for this $9 million home, I wonder if there's some debt on it. I haven't looked it up. Let me see if I can look it up. Let me see. I wonder if there's debt on it, because if there's debt on it, that means he got a loan. But this is crazy. In 2020, Gavin Newsom received $2.7 million tax-free when they obtained cash-out refinance, blah, blah, blah. But how did he afford this home? Let me see if I can see if there's debt on it. Let me see. Batch. Wait. Did you guys say Gavin Newsom? Yeah, Gavin Newsom. This guy, he's a launderer. He's a Pelosi puppet. He's a Pelosi puppet. I'm going to see if I can pull up the debt. Hold on. Let me see if I could pull up the debt. Where's my sign in for this? Because I'm able to see debt on properties. Let's see. Oh, I don't have his address. I need his address. Yeah, Pelosi's nephew. What's up, Terry? What's up? But this, let me see if I can pull up his address. Let's see. That's his old place. Let's see if we can pull it. Either way, for this guy to buy a $9 million home, of course I'm going to get an ad, right? For this guy to buy this $9 million home is on a $200,000 salary is absolutely ridiculous, man. Let me see. What's up? What's up? Zadie knows about this. Zadie actually moved from L.A. He has some family out in L.A. and he moved to AZ. And there's a reason probably why he moved out of L.A., right? Because L.A. is an absolute shiza show. It's a shiza show. I still cannot believe that they are trying to combat this mass deportation on this. I'm going to have to do some investigation on, maybe Zadie can pull it up. Zadie said, moved out of the communist China, bro. Hey, if you're on this, Zadie, I don't know if you can pull up Gavin Newsom's new property address. That'd be great. Janie says, if they didn't cheat in Los Angeles and San Francisco, I'd bet California would turn red. And you know what? Predominantly, it was red on the map. But, you know, places like San Francisco, Oakland, all these places are still blue. Into the sunset, my property taxes on 1,500 square foot home were $4K. Holy smokes. Where are you located? Where is Into the Sunset located? Where are you located? That's crazy. That is bananas. Is that annually? That's crazy. That is absolute craziness to me. I don't know if Zadie's searching, but I'll do some searching for his home. Oh my gosh. Really? In California? Oh man, $4,000 for annual property tax? That is crazy. That is crazy. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, no problem. No problem. No problem. So I'll do some research. I'll do some research and find it. And I might pop it in the description. I might pop a PDF in the description, but we'll figure out how much his home is, but and if there's debt on it. Oh my gosh, risking my $2K a year for property tax. Ozzy Craig, I love the profile pic, by the way. I believe red wave is coming to the West Coast. On the map, it looks like a stagnant sea fog. Yep. Colorado had voting machine passwords listed on the state website for several months. Mm-hmm. Yep. John W. says, I pay $4K per year property tax for a similar house. Oh, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Out here in Nevada, property tax is fairly low. And then I believe in Arizona, it's fairly low as well. But my monthly payment for me went up $300 a month due to property tax and property value. Yep. Everything is getting crazy. Can you guys believe it? If you're catching this on the replay, type in replay in the comment section down below. But this LA declaring that they will not mass deportate illegal migrants, I just foresee more of this homelessness, more vandalization, more crime if they don't do anything. It's such a beautiful place, but it is going down the crapper. It is going down the crapper. Jenny says, in Texas, we've got high property tax, but we don't have state income tax. Cool. Going Rogue says, so I used to do mortgages there. No effing way he qualified for a mortgage on this. Yeah. Either that or he got a gift letter from his auntie, the crypt keeper, Nancy Pelosi, Nice little gift letter for the $9.1 million house. Okay, cool. Thanks for looking, Rob. I appreciate that. It says his address is being withheld for safety concerns. Yeah, I bet. Central California, all the county folks stealing from the poor. Yep, absolutely. Well, I'm gonna jump on out of here. I'll be back at about 6 o'clock, 6:15-ish. I just wanted to share this regarding the mass deportations and LA saying that they're gonna be a sanctuary city and they're not gonna be mass deportating. It's crazy. It's bananas. Gavin Newsom is just putting up a show. He's just putting up a show walking down the streets of Skid Row. What a fugazi guy. Anyways, drop your comments down below, smash the like button, share, subscribe, and I'll be back in about, I don't know, a few hours. I'll be back in a few hours. And we can chat some more. I'll do a longer one here shortly. But shout out to all the moderators. Shout out to the amazing chat. Drop your comments down below, smash the like button, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. Chat soon.